Let's talk about the landlords, because to be honest, they are struggling. Now, most landlords, they normally think that the problem is the tenants. And to be honest, that's just where they go wrong. You'll just hear them say that, that tenant is problematic, that one does not like paying rent. And it might sound true until you just look at it closely. Because to be honest, you can pick these two tenants and put them in separate buildings, and you're going to have two different kinds of landlords. One is going to be very happy and the other one is going to be stressed, and it's the same tenant. So what really is the problem? The problem is the system. You can build a good house today, good tiles, good paint, even in a good area. Now, when the house is ready, a new phase begins. Most landlords, they normally think that once they've built the structure, the house, the work is done. But the truth is, the work has just begun. If your systems are weak, your property will start draining you slowly. And it's not like a big thing. It's not like the house collapsed or everyone moved out. It's in small, consistent ways. Delayed rent here, empty units there, caretaker shenanigans, small damages that turn into big repairs. Before you know it, you're tired. So let's talk about where this actually begins. The first place is how you actually get the tenants. Now, for most landlords, this is what they normally do. You just put a sign outside, house to let, with your contact there, and then you just wait. You wait for the calls. People who are looking for the houses, you're just waiting. Then the call starts coming in. One just wants to know if the house is available. The other one is just checking. I don't know what just checking means. Then you get another one who's going to tell you they're going to come in the evening, and then they don't. You end up doing multiple viewings with people who are never serious to begin with. Some cannot afford the rent. Some are just comparing prices. Some disappear after sounding convincing on the phone. Meanwhile, your unit, it's just sitting empty. And that is where the pressure begins. Every week that passes by is lost money. For example, if your rent is 15,000 and 2 months go by, and let's say you have 2 units, do you see how much that is? 60,000 shillings that the landlord has never even seen. So what happens next? You as the landlord, you get tired because there are so many calls. People are calling, they want to check out the house. They're just comparing the prices, and they tell you they're going to come in the evening. They never come, and it's a lot of stress. And when you get tired, you stop becoming strict. So the next person who comes to your house and they are ish, you're just okay with it, and they come in. And this is how landlords, they get tenants who are struggling from the first month. So the issue is not that good tenants do not exist. The issue is your process is bringing you everyone, and then you're trying to sort them out manually. That's backwards. The process needs to filter people before they reach you. Then you're going to deal with people who already know what they want, people who already fit your price, and people who are ready to move. You see the difference? You're not chasing, you're choosing. Now let's move to the caretaker. And this one is a bit stressful because, this is where either your building is being controlled or it has been left to drift. Now, many landlords, they treat the caretaker as a casual worker. Someone to open the gate, maybe clean around, maybe answer a few questions. That thinking is the one that causes all the problems. Because let me tell you, to be honest, the caretaker is your system on the ground. If this person is weak, everything becomes loose. Tenants, they start negotiating rules. Payments start coming in late with explanations. Small issues, they're ignored until they become expensive. And the worst part is, you're not there. So, you're going to hear about these problems when they're already so big. A proper caretaker controls entry into the building. No one gets the keys before payment is confirmed. The rules, they're enforced the same way for everyone. There's no favoritism. There's nothing like, I know this tenant, this tenant is my friend, this tenant, we know each other. There are no side conversations. They track what is happening daily. Who has moved in? Who is planning to leave? Which unit has an issue? They report early, so problems are fixed while still small. The mistake that landlords usually make is that when they're looking for a caretaker, they just look for someone who is available, someone who is looking for a job, someone who's just there, and that's not usually enough. You need someone who can think, who can communicate properly, who can stand their ground when a tenant pushes back. Someone who keeps records and follows a clear way of doing things. When that is in place, you're no longer involved in every small issue. The third thing that we are talking about is the CCTV. And let me tell you, I know for some reason, some people like it and some people feel like they're being monitored too much. But let's be honest about what happens on the ground. There are landlords who think they have empty units, but those units are occupied. Rent is being collected in cash and not fully declared. Someone says a room is vacant, but there is someone inside. That is money leaving your business quietly every month. Or another example is when a tenant sublets a part of their house. More people come in. Water usage goes up, electricity issues start, wear and tear increases, and you are never informed. You need a way to see what's happening without asking, and that is where the CCTV comes in. And these CCTVs, mind you, they're not inside the house. They are at entry points, along corridors, outside doors, You need to be careful not to invade privacy because you're only confirming activity. You log in, you check, you see movement, you understand occupancy without depending on someone's word. And to be honest, serious tenants, they prefer such kind of an environment. They feel safer in a place where there is order, where not just anyone is moving in and out without accountability. And the last thing that we're going to be talking about is reporting. And to be honest, this is where most of the landlords, they're just completely blind. You ask your caretaker or agent how things are going, and you're told, rent is coming in. People are paying slowly, And that might sound okay until you ask for the actual numbers. Who has paid fully? Who has arrears? How long have they stayed without clearing? Which units are empty right now? Most landlords, they don't have those answers immediately. So you end up reacting late. A tenant can accumulate arrears for up to 5 months before you realize the full picture. And by then, it's already a problem. A proper reporting system removes that confusion. You open your phone and you see everything clearly. Occupied units, collected rent, outstanding balances, and any issues in the building. You act early because you see early. And when you see clearly, your stress drops immediately. Check out Renters Hub on their website. I saw they have so many blogs talking about these issues and how you can have a good system that will help you manage your building clearly, easily, and your tenants are going to be very happy people. Hamtakuwa mnagombana huko hivyo. So this is just Catalina, and thank you for always tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next breakdown. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Just Catalina. Bye.